Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. It's me, your mathematics teacher. Today, as you all know that we are dealing with fractions these days. So today we are going to learn a new operation with fractions, that is division. So we are going to learn today division of fractions with whole numbers and fractions. This is your exercise 3D, and division sums are here with fractions. Here's question number 7 in your exercise 3D. Divide the following numbers. So let's see that how to do division of fractions. As you have already learned about addition of fractions, subtraction of fractions, multiplication of fractions. Basically, multiplication is going to help you to learn about division and in completing the division process of fractions. Let's see how. As you can see, A part on the screen, this is 6 divided by 1 by 9. Okay, or you can say 1/9. So whenever we are going to divide fractions, so the first thing which you are supposed to do, if you have any whole number over there, so just convert it into fractions by putting 1 in the denominator. This is just to avoid errors in your division process. Next, whenever we are dealing with divisions, so the first step that we are going to convert the division sign into multiplication sign, then take reciprocal of 1/9. Now what is the meaning of reciprocal? So now see that reciprocal means that whenever we have a fraction, if we change the places of these fractions, like numerator becomes the denominator and denominator becomes the numerator, so this is called reciprocal of 1/9. So as you have seen the reciprocal, so whenever we are converting division sign into multiplication sign, so this 1/9, what this 1/9 will become, this will become 9/1. Now see, now there is a multiplication of numbers. Numerators will be multiplied with the numerator and denominator will be multiplied with denominator. So what is in the numerator? 6 times 9. 6 times 9, 54. So as you can see, 54 and 1 times 1, it is 1. So whenever we have 1 in the denominator, so that means we have only the numerator to write, that is 54. So this is the procedure whenever we are dealing with division of fractions. Okay, this is the first question of this first part of the question number 7. So in the same way, we are going to learn different parts of this question, different questions relevant to division. Let's see how. So suppose if I am talking about D part of it, so this is 23 divided by 23/5. So the first step, if you have a whole number, just write a denominator 1, keep it as it is the division sign, and 23/5. The next step, convert that division sign into multiplication and take reciprocal of the fraction after division sign. So that means 5 comes down, 5 goes up in the numerator and 23 comes down in denominator. Now see, here as we can see that we can cancel 23 and 23. Cancellation means that we can divide 23 with 23. So if we divide 23 with 23, so we get answer 1, as we were doing in making of lowest terms. So what is left in the numerator now? 1 times 5, and what is left in the denominator? 1 times 1. So what is my answer? 5 times 1, 5, and 1 times 1 is 1, so 5 divided by 1 will give you 5. So we are not going to write it now. This is whole number 5, your answer. Next, there is another question number 8 of division, like divide these numbers, like divide these fractions. So let's see what is the difference between this question and question number 7. The difference is that in question number 7 you got whole numbers before division sign. Now you got whole numbers after division sign. So let's see how to solve this A part. 1 upon 9 divided by 3 upon 1. As I told you that whenever we are dealing with whole numbers in fractions, so just write the denominator 1 to avoid errors. So I hope you understand that why we are writing 1 over here. Next step, we are going to convert this division sign into multiplication. Then take reciprocal of 3 upon 1. So it becomes 1/3, or you can say 1 over 3. Okay, so now see what are my numerators. My first numerator is 1, my second numerator is 1. So 1 times 1, because after taking the reciprocal you have to multiply the numerators with each other and denominators with each other. So what is my denominator? 9 times 3. So 1 times 1 is 1, and what is 9 times 3? That is 27. I hope you understand the procedure of dividing fractions with whole numbers, and how to write the fraction and then how to convert this. Let's do another example. Suppose I am explaining C part, that is 3 upon 7 divided by 24. Let's see. 3/7 remains as it is, and 24 upon 1 will just convert it into fraction form to avoid errors, to avoid mistakes. So 24 upon 1 will become 1 upon 24, or you can say 1 over 24. 3 times 1. Why I did that? Because after writing the fractions, proper fraction form and multiplication, what is the procedure for multiplication of two fractions? We are multiplying the numerators with each other and we multiply the denominators with each other. Okay, so 3 times 1 is 3, and 24 times 7. So at this moment sometimes students start thinking that this is so hard. It's not hard. You don't need to learn 24 times table. You just need to simply multiply 24 with 7 and you will get your answer, which is 168. Okay, so now 3 over 168, this is still not simplified. Your answer must be simplified. So divide these two with 3 and this with 3 as well. Okay, so 3 divided by 3, it becomes 1, and 168 divided by 3, it will become 56. How to divide? Let me show you division as well. So here it is division as well. So see, 3 times 5 is 15, then minus, it's 18. So 3 times 6, as we all know, 3 times 6 is 18 and remainder 0. So what is my answer? 56. So that means 1 over 56 is the answer of this question. So always remember, whenever we are dealing with these types of questions, must write your answer in the simplest form. There is another way of doing it. Let's see what is that way. Suppose I'm writing the same question again. That is called the cancellation process. So we are just converting this division into multiplication, taking the reciprocal. Okay, so now what we can do here, as I know that we all know even that 24 is divisible by 3. So now how 24 is divisible by 3? 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 8 is 24. So see, it is cancelled. So now what is left in the numerator? 1 times 1. What is left in the denominator? 7 times 8. So 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 8 is 56. See, we got same answer. So that means by using any procedure like these two methods I told you, any method you will get same answer. So I hope you understand the concept of division of fractions with whole numbers or just converting them into fraction form. So this is all about the division of fractions. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.